Gaining knowledge and being intelligent is unarguably a blessing and a curse at times, but I think the biggest curse in that in itself is the fact that sometimes we're not able to differentiate the blessing and the curse. I know that I'm a smart guy, and I would hate for this to sound cocky, but I've always been gifted or talented in some way or another, whether this be with academics, art, critical thinking, analysis. I've always kind of been at the top of my class somehow, and this is undoubtedly a blessing. I cannot stress this enough, and I kind of feel like the people watching this video are definitely the same way as me. I know this because you chose to watch this video specifically. When there's a few hundred dopamine boosting videos all around this video, you specifically chose to watch the one that could spark a knowledgeable thought within your mind. So you're clearly a smart person. When we talk about being smart, in my opinion, that's just determined by how well we can take in and understand knowledge and use critical thinking to formulate that into an actual idea. And there's many strands of where this definition can lead to, but specifically with what this video is about, it can lead to overthinking. The smartest people are so particular about everything, and this is the curse that I was talking about, the curse part of that blessing, because with how intelligent we as people are, we're so hesitant to even use those new ideas that we have simply because they aren't perfect. Perfectionism kills every single smart person because you simply overthink everything. The truth is that overthinking is always going to waste time. Overthinking will always waste time, and in my opinion, there's no positives in overthinking. No matter how hard you try to cope and say that if you overthink everything, then you're in the perfect position to know how every single path plans out. That's not how that works. That's not how your path works. That's not how the world works. It's simply just trying to speed up your path and being a catalyst to making your goal happen overnight when that's just unrealistic. If you think everything out, you waste the time to experiment, to make mistakes, to fail, to grow. Ironic enough, you waste your time trying to get the perfect moment that you miss the perfect moment. You just waste time in general. It is borderline impossible to overthink a situation and get the perfect result on the first try because you need the experience, you need to experiment, you need to make the mistakes, you need to fail, and you need to grow from that. You need to have failures to even hit the ground running. If you overthink something, then you're guided by your own biases, and with a lack of experience and a lack of mistake and a lack of failure, you're not going to catch the obvious mistakes and the obvious path to failure that you're going to be on, simply because your mind is fixated on the fact that with all the research that you did and all the stuff that you studied and looked up and tried to find, you're bound to get that perfect moment at a faster rate. This is the most personal video that I've ever made, simply because I literally have been doing this for the past 3 months, and I could tell you from firsthand that this was the biggest waste of time ever, and I regret every single step that I took. For example, when starting this YouTube channel, I had countless nights of studying, researching what's best for the algorithm, researching what's going to resonate best with viewers, researching how to make the best thumbnail, the best videos, the best everything. I spent so many hours researching so many things. I spent so much time looking at everybody else's experience, trying to speed up my process because somebody else's process might be faster than mine. So with all that research that I did, I didn't post my first video for 3 months. And after all of that wait, the first videos that I posted sucked. The videos were so bad, and I thought that I was sitting on a gold mine of material. I thought I had the greatest videos of all time simply because I was following the formula of what worked for somebody else instead of me. And without the experience and without the mistakes and without the failures, I was only working with the bias of my ego. If I would have taken that 3 months to actually just start posting videos no matter how bad I thought they were, I would have found mistakes, I would have found what works best for me, I would have found where I can actually take my path, and at the bare minimum, I would have at least had a base to start from, mistakes to work from, and places to actually improve on instead of just trying to make the perfect video from the start. And that's not to say that the way that I did it was the end of the world, because it could have been a lot worse, honestly. But with the way that I did do it, it could have been a lot better, and that's my point. All the research that I did was simply just a way to be a catalyst to making it go faster. It was just a way to get things going overnight, and that doesn't work because, like I said, everybody has their own path, and no matter how much you overthink it, you can't speed this process in your path. I was overthinking for 3 months straight for no reason at all, and the only thing that I can show for that is the fact that it hurt me in the end. Yes, I got knowledge from the videos that I watched and the research that I did, but I feel like the time that I wasted by overthinking is a billion times more valuable than the research that I could have done. And this is just one example from the billions that I've had in my life. I'm even on the second recording of this video because I didn't like the first one. But when we overthink, we waste our potential, and in turn, we're wasting our lives and what we could be. Personally, I'm starting to get a lot more religious, and I noticed that getting closer with God allowed me to release that weight of overthinking off of my shoulders. Not completely, but enough to be noticeable. Putting my faith in Jesus put things in a whole different perspective. And I know people are going to be thinking that I just turned this into a religious video. No, I'm not saying that this is an immediate fix for everybody, because not everybody's religious. But what I am saying is that for those who actually put their faith in Jesus, leaning on that to take the weight of overthinking off of your shoulders is so crucial and so beneficial for so many people. But to get back on topic, that blessing of intelligence in turn forces that curse of perfectionism and the curse of never truly utilizing your potential due to the perfectionist. So I guess in order to break that curse, we need to let go of that need for curiosity and that need for perfection. We need to let go of that idea that we can create the perfect thing, because no matter how much you overthink it, nothing's going to be perfect ever. And just remember that if you waste time looking for the perfect thing or the perfect moment, you miss all of the great things that you could have had. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you all for the support. I appreciate y'all. Catch you guys next time.